Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. It's yet another day out here across the United States where severe weather is possible. As you guys can see, we've got a large enhanced risk out over here into parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, going up there into Iowa, southeastern Nebraska, and eastern Kansas, where we are expecting some threat for a strong tornado to be possible today. And also some damaging winds, as well as hail. Very large hail is possible today. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. How are you doing? How are you? Hope y'all are doing good. Yeah, I think I'm doing good. How about yourself, Kyle? Toast and Loaf, what up, what up? Hello, Kobe. What's up, JBS Shorts? Hello. Miss Bubbles, hi. What up, Vicky? What's good? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Had a weird, problem getting to sleep again last night. But I ended up getting a full 8. So I'm feeling good and ready to go. My mind was just racing after that live stream. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't shut it up. How hard will Lebanon, Missouri get hit? Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. It's going to be a long night. We'll see. We'll see. There are some aspects of this storm that could underperform, or maybe some that could overperform. We'll be talking about that in just a little bit. I just want to say hello to everybody. Thank you, Tabletop Geek, for the $2. Worried about Wilmington, North Carolina for Sunday. Thoughts? Nothing too crazy. Maybe a little bit of damaging winds, but that's about it. It is on my radar. We do have a day 3 risk out there near north of Wilmington, but nothing too crazy out there in terms of, dangerous, severe weather. Maybe some thunderstorms. So I wouldn't be worried if I were you. But thank you so much for that $2. That's a great reminder, folks. If you are planning on donating, make sure that you do so on Venmo and Cash App. The link is in my description of the video, and I'm sure if we have a mod here, they'll be posting that in the chat as well. Glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing great. Suggest gummies for sleep. I have melatonin that I take and a sleep aid, but sometimes my brain just keeps going and won't stop. Get the hangout up here. We got a post over here. Let's see. I'm trying to think of maybe a better way to do the photos and videos. I want to make them free somehow, but then I don't know what the motivation for anybody to subscribe to this app would be. I'm just trying to figure out maybe a new system to where somehow we can make the post free, but still have motivation to maybe donate to the app. I don't know. We do have a post over here from Hippo Legs. This is in Wisconsin. It's cloudy there in West Michigan. And let's see. Nightwolf says, hi from Dora, Alabama. Everybody in the risk, stay safe. Yeah, you too. Can I share the weather circle link? Yeah, I can do that. I don't think we have any mods in here yet, so I'm gonna have to do all the links myself. Let me do that really quick. Weather. Oh, the heck. All right, weather circle. Got app like that. Oh, that's why. It's because I'm logged in over in another spot. There. Join. Share your photos and videos here. Bam. How's Omaha? So far, so good. There's not really a whole lot going on out there just yet in terms of our radar. If we come over here and look at the current view of things, one thing to note is that we are getting some convective initiation down here, which is why I've decided to do the live stream a little bit earlier than I was expecting. We already have some storms to watch to see if they are going to mature or not. That's back over there into southeastern Oklahoma near Durant, Sherman, Denton, and over there near Bridgeport as well. Good afternoon, evening, and afternoon. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Nooney says nothing is happening in my location. It is a bit cloudy and sunny. Thank you. But yeah, that is the current radar out there. Further up to the north over there near Kansas City, we did have some rain and showers come through. But that is not our cold front. Our cold front is actually back over here near Hayes and Concordia, and we're also starting to see some convective initiation back over near our cold front as well. So we're gonna also be monitoring that here in the short term. But everything is just slowly getting started out here, and maybe a little bit more forcing than was anticipated already back over here into our warm sector, which is pretty interesting. Thank you, Karen, for becoming a WIMD member. I appreciate that. Thank you. We appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm open to ideas on what we should do for public hangout. All right, so yeah, let's go over the latest SPC outlook really quick. This is the newest SPC outlook. As you guys can see, let me put this away for now. As you can see, we do have an enhanced risk for severe weather let's do it centered. Nope, I have to do it like this. That's going to be for Fayetteville, Springfield, Parson, Kansas City, Manhattan, and Omaha, Nebraska. We also have a slight risk extending all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, down through Springfield, Illinois, Davenport, Des Moines, Waterloo over there in Iowa, near Kirksville and Columbia, just north of Little Rock, Texarkana, Dallas, and then Abilene are all in that slight risk. Also Oklahoma City, Enid, Wichita as well. And around that, we do have a marginal risk that extends all the way from Texas into Arkansas, Louisiana, parts of Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan, also Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma are all in that marginal risk. And it's a 1 out of 5. The yellow is a 2 out of 5, 5 being the worst. And then a orange here is a 3 out of 5, with 5 being the worst. So getting pretty far up there with an enhanced risk. Not the most dangerous day you can get in spring, but definitely a day where you guys are going to want to be weather aware out there. So that is our categorical outlook. Our tornado outlook, as you can see, we've had a little bit of addition onto our tornado outlook. We actually have a 10% hatched risk now over here near Kansas City, St. Joseph, Topeka, talking about Fall City, Marysville as well. Guys got to be watching out for those tornadoes that'll be associated with maybe some prefrontals that are going to be happening in front of our cold front, and also associated with our cold front as well. And then back down further down to the south, where some of these first little bits of convective initiation are happening that we just noted, we have a 10% hatched risk for tornadoes. That's back over there near Sherman, McAllister, Mena, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and over there near Springfield. Now around that, we have a 5% hatched risk. That's going to be for Enid, Wichita, Parsons, Columbia, just to the west of Little Rock, Texarkana, Columbia, Kirksville, Des Moines, Waterloo, and just to the west of Milwaukee. And Davenport is in there. Milwaukee's actually in a 2% hatched risk for strong tornadoes. So it's a 2%, so pretty low chance, but still technically possible. Just keep in mind, yesterday we did see a strong tornado in a 2% hatched area yesterday. And then also back over here near St. Louis, just to the west of Cape Girardeau, Paragould, Little Rock is in that 2% as well, and so is Dallas. And thank you, Alexa, for the $5. Thank you so much. Look at the cell just north of South Bend, Indiana. Looks like a supercell that has a good rotation and a hook. Hold on, let me go check that out. In Indiana already. Doesn't really have a hook. Does have a little bit of rotation, but that's very weak rotation. So not overly concerned about this. The storm shouldn't be in that great of an environment. Let me just check that environment really quick over there for the folks in southern Michigan, just to see if that storm could potentially become tornadic. It is riding right on 1,000 joules per kilogram. Maybe not really close to a frontal boundary though. What's our upper level air looking like? Some pretty strong shear already in this area, but it's pretty unidirectional. We just check our surface observations, but it does get back near the surface quite a bit. I would keep an eye on it. I mean, and I wouldn't say it's impossible that this storm could maybe produce some hail, maybe some damaging winds over there near Niles, and maybe a small chance for a tornado with it. I wouldn't completely rule it out. But yeah, let's come back and continue to go over our categorical outlook. here. And around all of this is a 2% for tornadoes for Springfield going into Chicago, Grand Rapids, Detroit. Those will likely be weak and brief tornadoes if they do end up happening. By the way, guys, if you are watching right now, come over here to Weather Circle and post a message so your bubble pops up. So when I'm going over these outlooks, you guys can see where your bubble is and where your location is on the map. So go over there to weathercircle.app. The link is in the chat. You can post with the bubble for free, but it has to be text based. We got a mesoscale discussion. I had a feeling they're about to come out with one of those, given that we had that initiation attempt already happening. Severe threat will increase. Let me make sure this is, severe threat will increase through the afternoon. A watch will likely be needed. A tornado watch, 80% probability of that. 100 to 130 miles per hour peak intensity for these. Oh wait, this is over there in northeastern Kansas and over there near Missouri as well. Interesting. And they put their first mesoscale analysis or mesoscale discussion up there. Very interesting. There is some convective initiation happening up there as well. SPC added another 10% hatch. Yeah, back over here near Manhattan and Kansas City. More specifically, like St. Joseph, Missouri, Falls City, Marysville, Topeka, Manhattan. It looks like, Lisa, you're over here near St. Louis, the 2% hatched for strong tornadoes. Statesville, North Carolina, 82 degrees and sunny-ish, doing what Evan commands. Thank you. SC Bill Cam says, feels like the first day of spring. Yeah, it feels like that in Alabama right now as well. It is very humid in the Alabama land. Yeah, that's what we're talking about in terms of tornadic activity. I'll give a little bit more time for people to come over here to weathercircle.app and post for their first time so they could see their bubble on the map in relation to the risk. What time could possibly the bad stuff happen in Kansas City? We're going to go over timing in just a little bit. JB Harris is back over here near just to the west of Dallas. Looks like you're just on the line of that 5% hatched risk for strong tornadoes. And there's already some storms trying to fire near that area. So I would keep an eye out on those. You're tempted to head out to the Red River area. Interesting. Are we chalked in Van Buren? Well, if storms can mature, you are in a unfortunately decent area here for some strong tornadoes, unfortunately. So I would definitely be paying attention to the weather today. Also, some very large hail could be possible for you as well. We've got the Mad Cat in Jomo. You are currently in a 5% hatch risk over there near Joplin. So keep your eye out for some strong tornadic activity. It's a little bit lower of a chance than the yellow, but definitely strong enough of a signal that I would be keeping an eye on it. Oh, we got a duck alert back over here in Canada. Miss Bubble Tea, looks like someone threw out a bunch of food and the ducks have come back quacking. Is that? I think I see PA storm trackers in there. Yeah, look at that. It's PA storm quackers. It's the whole gang. What are they doing in Canada? Aren't they supposed to be chasing today? All right, we got Holly over here just south of Kansas City. Says they're ready for some storms. Yep, you are just outside of that 10% hatched risk, but you are in a 5% hatched risk, so I would definitely keep an eye on that. We got someone from Mountain Home, Arkansas. That is Carolson. That is just now posted here from Mountain Home. They're saying hello, and you were in that 5% hatched risk for tornadoes, sir. Wow, this is actually this is how we should be using this app for forecast, I would say. Seems like people want to know where they are in relation to the strong tornado risk. I don't know why I just thought about this app or this idea. Just joined Weather Circle. Well, welcome in. All right, we got Jinisoy says near Ada, Oklahoma, you're in that 5% hash risk, very windy. Yeah, that is that lower level jet starting to kick in. And by the way, guys, if you do want to post photos, it is like really like one of the only things on the app that costs money. But if you come over here to your profile, after you make it, you click on profile, you go over to Circle Pro. You can, it's not a lot of money. It's either $1 to $10 a month. You get every feature on Weather Circle, no matter how much you pay. It's just, you know, hey, if you don't have a whole lot of money, I understand. $1 a month, that's totally fine by me. If you're rich and you're riding in the golden Lambo and flying private jets just to go across the street, you should probably pay $10 a month. But thank you so much for posting. Let's see here. Very windy. Clarify. Okay, that's near Tulsa. You are in a 5% hatch risk over there in Tulsa. They say watching. Good. I'm glad you were watching. Stop it. There will be no storms. This is just for the views. Wow, we really do have stupid people in the United States. Some really friggin' actually, maybe, hopefully that person's not from the United States. Brittany is back over here. Looks like you are safe from the storm, but it looks like you are watching along. They said hi from Jacksonville on the last part of this project. We'll be watching today. Oh yeah, I remember that. You were posted that not too long ago. You've made a big headway. Looks like is that Alice in Wonderland? It looks like Alice in Wonderland. Earl Man is back up here. You are in a 2% tornado risk, and also could get some damaging winds back over there as well. Nothing too crazy for you, thankfully. Let's see, getting some wind in southwest Missouri. Let me view this on the map. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're over here near Monette. You are in that strong tornado risk. You're probably feeling that lower level wind shear just making it down to the surface a little bit, making your area a little bit more windy than usual. What about Davenport? Well, you know, come over here and post on Weather Circle and we'll zoom into your area. Hello from Lebanon. So Lebanon, you are in a 5% tornado risk out over there. So make sure that you guys are weather aware. And don't worry, we'll be going over timing. Actually, while we have everybody on the map, we got another post. Really hoping around 7 tonight we'll be safe. I hope so. We got another post back over here. Misty and rainy right now. That is Jelkins. Let's see. Jelkins over there near Bartlesville. So you got a 5% tornado risk and potential for some strong tornadoes over there. Oh, it's the Wizard of Oz. Alice in the Wonderland. Oh, yeah. I meant Wizard of Oz. I guess I'm stupid. I guess I'm one of those stupid people. Looks like Good Vibes is over here in St. Joseph saying, hoping it won't be that bad. I hope so for you as well. Given the fact that we do have a 10% hatched risk tornado risk out there, I would definitely be keeping a close eye on it. Another post from somebody here near Odessa. Been rainy and cloudy all day. It looks like you are over there in that 5% hatched risk. We had another person post over here. It says ready for the season, and you're in the 5% tornado risk just north of Clinton. Jeez Louise. It's like the most people we've ever had posted on this app. We're really stress testing the app right now. Is Ada gonna get hit? Yeah, it's possible. You're either gonna get just barely missed. Looks like we have Dane back over here. Says it's been calm in Madison area, just some rain. Do you think it'll be rough? I mean, there's definitely a chance for some damaging winds back over here in Madison, and then also south of Racine as well. So both Annabelle and Dane, you guys are almost neighbors out there. They're saying no tornadoes, please. Well, it's a low chance for you, Annabelle, but I would be paying attention to it as we go into Saturday morning and over there near Dane as well. All right, so now that we have a lot of people on the map, let's do timing. Let's do timing really quick so that we can like go over all of y'all's individuals areas. And so the HRRR model unfortunately isn't great on my app yet. I don't know what I'm missing, but it's good enough to show what we could be talking about. So let's forecast models. Now that I know that doing forecast like this is probably the smartest thing in the world, and I don't know why the frick I didn't do this before, you know, really goes to show that I am not as smart as people think. All right. Okay, so we do already have some convection further up to the north. The convection is not super strong over there near like Holly and Lizzie, and then the Reed Austin area near Clinton and Kansas City. Back over here near Jelkins, Tulsa. Lyra. Look, great. Now we have to learn how to pronounce username correctly. Over there near Okamogi and Ardmore, we are seeing some, you know, a little bit of convection back over there, but nothing too crazy yet. But as we continue to push this forward, you can see that we are going to start to see some more storms fire, especially as we get into 5 p.m. tonight. But that convection initiation is going to be happening pretty much right now. We already see it happening on radar, so maybe a little bit earlier than what we're expecting. We have that forcing coming in the upper levels. And as you can see, a lot of that storm convection is probably going to get started over here near Concordia and Great Bend, eventually make it up over here to Jace Dimmitt, near Beatrice, and then over here near St. Joseph. We got good vibes out here. Storms aren't going to be there by 5 p.m., but it would definitely be looking out for it. We also have a cluster of storms that could develop near Odessa and Clinton as well, near Guard Austin and Lizzie. Guys definitely need to be looking out for that. These storms initially, unless they are strong or intense, won't really show too much, or, you know, won't really be too convectively active in terms of its tornado threat or its damaging wind and hail threat. But as these storms continue to mature, that's when our threat is really going to be on the rise. Also back over here in Arkansas, our wind shear will be pretty strong back over here near Russellville, near Harrison and Fayetteville as well. So some of these storms, if they can mature, they will be a strong tornado risk over there near Carlson. If they are a little bit further to the west, got to watch out for that as well. Aaron R. Rudy and Genoise, Hannah Goodwin, Asher, and JB over here near Fort Worth and Dallas. You guys got to watch out for these storms that could fire off of our dry line later over there near Wichita Falls, Graham, and Stephenville. There will be enough shear down here for these to be strongly tornadic as well. So definitely would keep an eye on that. We'll be watching it as the day progresses, how our storms develop back over there. But let's go ahead and push this into about 8 p.m. And give an update. So yeah, over here near the Dallas region, we could have some strong supercells with some very large hail, and then maybe even a tornado threat moving into the Dallas area. Could be somewhere around Asha, Hannah Goodwin, and JB. Also back over here near Atoka, Durant, McAllister, and Aaron going to be watching out for some supercells to be out there as well near Tulsa, Cleveland, Bartlesville, and Pryor Creek. We got Jelkins out here that reported earlier that is misty and rainy. That could change as we go into around 8 p.m. tonight, as we have storms firing up in that area. But I do want you guys to keep in mind that we are already seeing a little bit higher convective initiation right now than we were kind of expecting, and the forcing has arrived a little bit earlier than forecasted. So just letting you guys know that some of these storms could fire a bit earlier. Back over here into the Kansas City area, our cold front is really going to be starting to convect as we get into around 8 p.m. Jace Dimmitt, you should be out of the worst of it. Jake, you might be starting to get some of the worst weather. We also have a lot of prefrontal cells out here that will have some wind shear with them. Maybe if any of these can convect and get mature enough or strong enough, they could tap into that shear environment and eventually try to put down a tornado, or maybe even a conditionally strong tornado if we get a mature enough windstorm. Though wind shear will definitely support it somewhat. Now, the big caveat with this event is the fact that we are going to have parallel winds, not really perpendicular winds. So the tornadic activity might be a lot more brief over there near like Good Vibes as well. Back over here near Holly, Lizzie, and Guard, Austin in Missouri, Clinton, Richmond, and Kansas City. Looks like Holly just posted saying raining off and on here. Yeah, that's that initial wave. It's not going to really be a problem. It's the things that come after it, because the atmosphere is already convecting behind that little area of the atmosphere behind this has already recovered behind this little early morning to afternoon shower event that we've already had out there. But that's going to move out, and then we're going to have stronger weather move in as we go into the overnight period. But yeah, for you guys out here, definitely want you to be weather aware, as we could get some prefrontals potentially all the way just south of Kansas City. So you guys are definitely going to be watching that. Ashley, Jess Moore, the Mad Cat, Carlson, Lisa, still not seeing any storms for you yet. But let's go ahead and push this even further, and you can see our cold front is almost fully convected by now. That's when you over there, Holly, Lizzie, and Guard, you're going to get more of a damaging wind threat and maybe a quick brief QLCS tornado threat as that comes through. over there near Buffalo, Nevada, Pittsburgh as well. Back over here near Jenkins and Lyra, near Tulsa, Bartlesville, Pryor Creek. That southern portion of that cold front can make it all the way down to Oklahoma City, causing some damaging winds and maybe a small brief tornado threat associated with that. But you can see out in front of our main cold front, we do have a lot of storms firing in our warm sectors. Over there near Ashley, Jesse Moore, the Mad Cat. Back over here near Fort Smith, where we actually have a decent amount of people. This is King Hyper. Says, how about Pecola, Oklahoma? Looks like your timing is probably going to be around 1 a.m. when the storms could potentially make it there, or maybe even a little bit later. Weather watching says GHS dog pound. Do you own a dog pound? Is that a thing? Yeah, as we go into the overnight hours by around Saturday, 4 to 7 a.m., we start to see our line of storms continue to push more into a linear mode. Now, there still could be some like errant, some errant storms out in front of the line, but for a lot of the folks that are tuning in right now, like GHS, Jinsey, Lyra Jenkins, the Mad Cat, Jess Moore, Lizzie, Holly, good vibes, you guys should be out of the risk by the time we move into the morning hours of Saturday. It's going to be kind of getting out of the way, still probably raining and thundering over there near Carl's. And then back over here, Robert, Red Feather, your threat is going to start to uptick as this line starts to move into Arkansas. NMC, Gilberry as well. Hannah, good. Hannah, you're going to have to watch for this. Asher as well. And JB Harris as this line fully convects all the way into Texas. This line of thunderstorms is going to extend all the way. Oh, wait, we have a lot of people up here in Wisconsin and Michigan. Let me talk about you guys for a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, as we get into around 10, 11 p.m. over there near Weatherboy. Is that Weatherboy Wyatt? It is. He's got a thermal drone. He told me this yesterday. That's not just a regular drone. What's up with the thermal drones? What do they do, Weatherboy Wyatt? I'm interested. But yeah, this is when your storm's going to start to pop off over here in Wisconsin by around 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. That line of storms is going to be coming through, going to hit Weatherboy Wyatt first, then Dane, and then back over there into Milwaukee, where Annabella said, no tornadoes, please. This will be the time where you do have to be kind of looking out for tornadoes, but remember, your chance is pretty low. It's around a 2% chance, so I wouldn't be overly worried. But a big blob of rain is going to come. Might have to worry about some flooding up there. And then eventually this moves up over here near Earlman and Hippolegs, near Grand Rapids and Big Rapids and Kalamazoo, where we could see some damaging winds and maybe a small chance for a brief tornado by around 5 or 6 a.m. there on Saturday. Now, further down to the south, let's continue to push this forward. Our storm moves through Hannah Goodwin, JB Harris in Dallas, and starts to move into Texarkana near Barry over there. Looks like the storms are subsiding over there near the Red Feather, who has shared a cat with a hat. Is that a real hat? That's cute. It says, be sure to wear your hard hats and helmets when you go to your safe spots, and don't forget your pets. What a great post. Not just cute, but also informative. Like the cap is holding up in Dallas so far. There really isn't much of an inversion out over there. I do need to check our soundings though. One thing I do want to have up is Vince's website. I want to be able to like watch live his sounding that he does. Let me see which. I don't have that. I need to get his website bookmarked. What is it called again? Project Weather Eye. There, and then where is the website? There it is. Awesome. Rise 26. Okay. I think I can follow along there. All right, sorry, got a little bit distracted, but yeah, eventually Matt over here near Evansville, you're going to be getting your storm by around 9 a.m. So make sure you keep that in mind. And then yeah, for pretty much everybody that we've been talking about, your storm's going to be done by the time we get to 9 a.m. Saturday. You guys will probably be asleep. Back over here near the messenger, he says, hi Evan, Mama Shark here from YouTube. Hello. Looks like your storms are going to be coming in by around 11 a.m. I don't know why I didn't think about this before. And then eventually our line of storms over there into Saturday comes into northern Alabama near Huntsville, near Weather Nerds. They say they have a few showers starting to come through. Yeah, I saw a little bit of convection happening there when I walked my dog this afternoon. That's about 2 p.m. Could get some damaging winds. Shouldn't be too high of a chance for tornadoes, but definitely some damaging winds possible. Might even be a pretty cool shelf cloud to look at. And eventually this line of storms moves down into Birmingham by around 5 p.m. Pretty close to Birmingham near Night Wolf. Says everybody please stay safe in the risk area. And then back over here near Georgia and Johnson. Oh,
A radar indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
what? That's pretty quick. Where is that? It's not showing up on my map. All right, let me bring up weather-wise. 1 second. I don't know if that is my... Oh, no, that's over there in South Bend. Well, would you look at that? We did end up getting a tornado warning for this, and oh my goodness. We have a tornado that is on the ground here south of Daly, going up over to Casapolas, Penn, Marcellus, and Flowerfield. This is potentially a strong tornado here in southern Michigan. Geez, that's pretty dang crazy. Let me change my title here really quick. If you live in Casapolas, Penn, Marcellus, and Flowerfield, we have got a strong tornado ongoing just north of Edwardsburg. Mother Nature continuing to be freaking weird. In Michigan, who had Michigan being the first state to have a tornado on the ground? Not me. Yeah, just north of Edwardsburg. Still got a decent area of strong rotation just to the north of Edwardsburg. We've got still a tornado on the ground just to the north and east of Edwardsburg. This is about to cross over 62, heading over towards Brownsville and Calvin Center and Eagle Point. If you guys live in this area, you do need to be in your safe spots. Again, that is the lowest, most interior portion of your house. As many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. Again, you guys need to be in your safe spots for this storm. It is, wait, why do I have two weather circles up? That might be the issue here. The good news is that it came through on the app. Good. Okay. I made a change to the warning system last night. Yeah, a deep debris signature back over there south of Daly. This is a damaging tornado that is currently ongoing just south of Pine Lake Street. You can see we have strong velocities in this. This could potentially be a strong tornado. We're talking about, let's see here, about 61 miles per hour, about 110. So that's a 55 VROT. That definitely is up there and could potentially be a strong tornado. We have a definite debris ball signature just south and east of Daly, about to move over 62. Again, if you live in Calvin Center, Brownsville, and Eagle Point over here in Michigan, I can't believe I'm saying that, but over there in Michigan, you do need to be in your safe spots. Crazy. Going person by person might not be a good idea. What do you mean? I thought that was a great idea. Man, further down the line is Marcellus and Flowerfield. Let me see if I have any cameras in this area. See how the Michigan traffic cameras are. If I remember correctly, you guys don't have a very good traffic cam network. Let's see, that's near Montville. Oh, let me see. We should have the latest scan in. No, we still don't have the latest scan in. Where is this? It's like very south, like just north of 12. Where's White Pigeon? White Pigeon's over there. There is a camera near Edwardsburg, but doesn't have a view on the storm. Man, what a friggin' surprise this is. This is very dangerous. I know a lot of you guys are getting caught off guard out over here in Michigan with this tornado warning, but this is a very dangerous storm. Obviously, our forecast didn't really capture this very well. We did see some signals, though, on our mesoscale analysis when we started this stream, and when we looked at this storm earlier, we thought, you know, definitely could cause a tornado, but it never sparked in my head that we could get a strong tornado in this area this early in the event. mean, this is in a 2% tornado risk out over here, and we have a really deep debris signature and a strong velocity couplet on this storm still. I mean, this is a dangerous tornado. This could cause, like, it's not like that kind of bird fart tornado that will like maybe destroy a fence or throw around a, you know, knock over a couple trees. This could destroy houses. So watch out over there northeast of Edwardsburg. Again, this is crossing over 62. This is a strong tornadic signature with a debris ball ongoing. This blue dot right there, that is a tornado that is on the ground. And again, who needs to be in their safe spots? We're over here into southwestern Michigan, of all places, near Cassopolis, Eagle Point, Brownsville, Spring Branch, Vidalia, all need to be in their safe spots. They say this is radar indicated, but this is certainly on the ground. Yeah, latest scan out of our storm just to the south and west of Eagle Point. We still have a debris ball ongoing. So this is still on the ground. This is currently going over Monette Street. After that is going to be Robinson Road and then Robinson Lake. So again, if you live in this area and those roads and towns sound familiar with you, you definitely need to be in your safe spot. Again, this is a destructive tornado that is ongoing. Latest scan here, thankfully, not as strong of a velocity couplet, but still strong enough to support a tornado. So again, Brownsville, you're going to be next in line with this tornado potential here. Wow. I mean, I'd rather call out people than cities. Honestly, I think that'd be more helpful. You know, Cassopolis, you might live in and around Cassopolis, but I'd rather, you know, if people showed up on the map, I'd rather call it out for their city or for their name instead of their city. Yeah, there's that velocity couplet just south of Cassopolis. Not good. Not good. I don't see anybody posting around this storm. We have somebody up there, Earlman up there further to the north. You're safe from that. Annabelle, you're safe from this. But yeah, nobody on Weather Circle is in this tornado warning. If you are in this tornado warning and you want to see like where you are in relationship to this storm, come over here to weathercircle.app and put a post. But please get to your safe spots first before doing that. We don't really need to see photos. But that's just if you want to see where you are in relation to the storm. Back over here, latest scan looks like the debris signature is starting to fade here south of Eagle Point. I'm waiting for that latest velocity to see if we still potentially have a tornado on the ground here just south of Eagle Point. Yeah, still a little bit of a couplet there. There still could be a weak tornado within that debris signature. So again, if you live just southwest of Brownsville and west of Calvin Center, please continue to be in your safe spots. Again, let me double check the environment around this storm. I really want to do that while we wait for the next scan, as I want to see, is this going to be like a one and done type storm, or is this thing going to keep on producing a tornado throughout the day? Let me change the sector over to here. It'll do that. Can we change the sector, please? If not, I'm going to go back to the radar. There we go. Go to thermodynamics, surface-based. Yeah, there's a capping inversion ahead of this storm, but it's in some pretty decent thermodynamics right now, and the lower level shear is around 35 knots. Again, it's pretty perpendicular, but you know, even with perpendicular wind shear, you can still see a tornado try to spin up if it gets the right storm interaction, and that is what we are seeing. Man, what is this? Is this an anti-cyclonic tornado? I don't think so, but it is weird. There's a little something there. That might just be clear air, though. Probably clear air. That'll probably disappear on the next scan, but keep an eye on that over there near Brownsville. But Calvin Center, Michigan, and Brownsville still need to be in their safe spot, as our tornado still could potentially be on the ground here. There's a little nudger behind this storm as well that is just about to enter it. That might kick this storm again. Actually, that might be what happened before. Hold on a second. It might be a nudger-based supercell. Yeah, look at that. So our supercell was here. We had a nudger, which is a storm that came behind it and kind of pushed its forward flank into the rear flank of the storm, allowing it to enhance that vorticity near the surface. And then yeah, that's when that tornado really started to form there. And then we got another merger that's coming into our storm right now. Might disrupt it initially, but that could help it. Maybe try to maintain its supercellular capability. And look at that. The rotation is still there. Debris signature doesn't seem to be as definite here, just to the south and west of Brownsville. That could have lifted, or we still could have a weak tornado or a weaker tornado on the ground, or there just might not be as much debris here for it to pick up. So again, if you live in Brownsville and Calvin Center here in southwestern Michigan, again, we're over here in southwestern Michigan, just to the south of Kalamazoo, please continue to be in your safe spots. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, definitely was not expecting this whatsoever today. I don't think anybody's gonna be like, yep, I called that. I do have a camera over here near Vicksburg potentially. Let me check for this. Let me see if this one's still up. Does not seem like it's up. Let me see if any of these cameras in Michigan are live streaming cameras. Michigan is getting hit later on today as well. Yes, they are. Absolutely are. All right. They're near Calvin Center. Still have some debris being lofted there with that tight couplet. Looks like our storm is coming closer to Calvin Center. Yeah, it looks like it kind of got nudged to the east very briefly here. And it's making a little bit of a closer pass to Calvin Center. I'm about to go over Curtis Lake and Calvin Center Road. So if you guys live in this area, make sure that you are continuing to be in your safe spots, as again, this storm still may have a tornado on the ground as that moves off to the east. Thoughts on the new SIG-1 system? I mean, I'm not going to give those thoughts right now. We got a tornado on the ground. We are busy. Yeah, you can submit your weather reports out here if you do live in this area. Maybe you saw it from afar and you took a photo of it, or you live in this area and you want to report what happened after the fact. Come over here to weathercircle.app. We will get your reports in here. We will eventually go over them when we have more time. Obviously, we're a little bit busy right now. I'll leave that up here just for now, just in case somebody wants to post near this area, but I would much rather you be in your safe spot than like out and chasing this. But if you're just that kind of crazy person that wants to take a photo, we'll look at it. That is for sure. Yeah, latest scan, still a decent area of rotation on our storm as that continues to move to the east. Still waiting on our latest scans to come in. Wait, what's the app name? It's called weathercircle.app. Weathercircle.app. It's a social media mixed with a radar and model program. We got storm alerts. We've got tornado shelters on this app. We got everything, and a lot of it is completely free. We really don't put too many paywalls. Most people are telling me I should. I'm not going to do it. Latest scan out here does still look like an area of some debris is there. Yeah, a little bit of an area of debris there. I mean, I'm losing confidence that this is still on the ground, though. Let me move this further back over here, more out of the way. And they Kraken and Ruth for subscribing. Thank you so much. All right, so that's 225, 226. Yeah, latest scan here over just north of Calvin Center has just come in. There is still an indication of potentially a tornado on the ground just north of Calvin Center. There is some debris still around our circulation. Just north of Calvin Center, Michigan, going through Curtis Lake and Tharp Lake. Next area that's going to be pretty darn close to where this circulation is going is Williamsville. If they do extend this tornado warning, it'll probably be more towards Fabius, Three Rivers, and Constantine next time, because it does look like it's going to firmly go to the south of Penn, Marcellus, and Flowerfield. You guys should be okay from this storm. That's the latest scan there. We'll come back to Weather Circle and see if we get any reports. Oh, I'm always going to stay low cost. You don't got to worry about that. Crazy how this stayed radar indicated, but it was warned with a CC drop visible. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't make it. I don't know why they didn't make it a confirmed tornado. To be honest, it's pretty obvious. We had a strong, potentially strong tornado on the ground, and they didn't even confirm it. All right, latest scan has come in. Yeah, we still have a debris signature. There's our area of rotation. We still have this is still a tornado that is on the ground, and it is going to come very close, if not directly, over Williamsville here in Michigan. So if you live in Williamsville, please be in your safe spot. Again, this is still a dangerous storm with a tornado that is still currently doing damage. Will I be live all night? Yeah, we'll be live all day and all night. It was unwarned for a while too. Oh man, that's not good. And that's on me, I guess. I mean, I was so busy giving that forecast out that we knew the storm had some potential. I'm sure help was screaming at me in chat, but yeah, man, still decent area of rotation. Looks like our latest CC drop is now to the east. We don't have our latest velocity scan yet. But we still do potentially have a tornado in progress here, about to head into Williamsville, Michigan. That's the latest scan on what it's saying. We were screaming in chat. Oh, you all were? Gotcha. There's footage on X. Let me find that. Tornado, Michigan. Man, didn't think I'd be typing those two words into X. Wow. All right, here's a photo of it, or a video. I'm posting it in chat. Yeah, it's the only video I've found so far. I thank you, Earl Weiss, for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate that. How long will this hold together? I'm in Battle Creek, Michigan, 20 miles east of Kalamazoo. I don't know. I mean, it's still in a decent environment. This could last a little bit. It does seem like, there does seem like it is still on the ground heading into Williamsville. So I would certainly continue to be in your safe spots if you live in that area. But in terms of how long the supercell lasts, again, the environment isn't super favorable, but I think we had these two storms interact. We had a nudger come from its west, and then it fully ingested it, and then that caused probably a stronger RFD surge and really pushed this thing into gear. The environment could stick around for a little bit with this storm, so we might have to keep an eye on it for a while. I don't think it's going to be constantly producing a tornado, but definitely something to keep an eye on. But just a quick reminder, guys, if you do want to donate, make sure you do that on Venmo and Cash App. Help if you could post that thing in chat again. That's where oh yeah, thank you, Devin, for the $20 Cash App. Thank you so much. I get 100% of that instead of on YouTube. You can ask your questions there and I will answer them as well, just like I would do if it was on YouTube. So let me go check out that Cash App over there from Devin. See if they have any questions related to the storm. Says, I love your streams. Thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, latest scan. Looks like our rotation is starting to die off here. Definitely a lot broader. Actually, I'm not seeing an area of debris on this anymore. Still a little bit. That could still be our main circulation over here near Williamsville. It could be debris falling out of the sky, or could still be a weak tornado about to move into Williamsville. So I would still be in your safe spots in Williamsville, even though you're not in the tornado warning itself. That's just my my personal preference for you there. Miss Bubble Tea said, I sent you a screenshot of a video I found on the Michigan tornado. Okay. Oh yeah, I already posted that video in chat. Yeah, but thanks for sharing that. Hate tornadoes. Yeah, I mean, Michigan doesn't get a whole lot of them. And again, this is just so odd. So odd that this has been one of the strongest. I mean, this has probably been one of the strongest tornadoes that Michigan has seen in a very long time. And the fact that it happened in a 2%, I mean, it's just, I'm telling you what, there is something wrong, either something wrong with our models or just something wrong in general with the atmosphere. It just seems so unpredictable nowadays. Like this is a full-blown supercell that potentially dropped a powerful tornado, and none of the models caught it. None of the forecasters caught it. This happened yesterday. What is going on? Definitely weird. I would say it's definitely weird. All right, latest scan over here, just north of Williamsville, now just over Birch Lake, south of Camp Tonaduna. Not seeing a debris signature in our velocities are definitely visibly weaker here. I think we can declare this as a tornado off of the ground now. Yeah, that's so weird. I mean, look at this. There is nothing else happening up here. Not a single thing. And back over here in our risk area, our storms are struggling to get started. And what is going on? I'm sorry, but that's just odd. What is going on over here? Climate change and adjusting, I guess. Definitely need to do some research into these two storms after all this is done and try to figure out what the heck is going on. And it's early spring too. It's early spring. And we got a potential strong tornado that has just happened in southern Michigan. Usually this happens during like May or June. The atmosphere is very May-like. Michigan is known to do some weird things. Yeah. Technically, I was up there during the Gaylord tornado, or not during, but after the Gaylord tornado. And that was kind of a similar thing to this, just not a very well forecasted event at all. And then we got a supercellular tornado. Still pretty healthy looking as well. You can see the precipitation is still wrapping around that mesocyclone near Constantine and Jones. It's just north of Constantine. Let me see what this camera is looking at. Oh, we do have a photo kind of the storm from one of our traffic cameras. See if we can see anything in here. This is from Constantine. Not seeing anything yet, but maybe by the next update. That one came out, man, this only updates like once every 15 minutes. Geez. Yeah, latest scan, our storm is pretty much fizzling now. Oh,
a radar indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
It looks like we just got a new tornado warning over here near Fabius, Three Rivers, Centerville, and Nattawa. All need to be in their safe spots. As this comes through, we still have a little area of rotation. I think our mesocyclone is here, and I think this is clear air contamination, but we do have a little bit of couplet here and a little bit of reflectivity. That could be a new tornado there. Kind of hard to tell. But I would just be in your safe spots there. That could very well be a new tornado. but it's in the inflow. So I'm assuming, me personally, I'm assuming that's inflow contamination. Just better to be safe than sorry. I would be in your safe spots there in Jones and Corey near Fabius and Three Rivers. Someone named Befuddled Penguin has said it's breezy. Might see a tornado tonight. What parts of central Illinois are you talking about? Am I thinking? I mean, it's going to be a lower tornado threat, but still technically possible. You're first going to wait for all this rain to come through and leave. And then on the backside, we have our cold front that is back over here near Hastings and Concordia that is still trying to convect out there.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Severe thunderstorm warning out over there in Florida. Or near Georgia, just north of Georgia. For Hartford there. Going into Taylor. Is that the only one? Yeah. It's hot in Cincy. It's 78. Yeah, that's pretty toasty. Let me turn on my fan a little bit. Oh, wait. That's not working.
A radar indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
All right, looks like they're letting this tornado warning expire here. They're letting the tornado warning expire up there near Marcellus. Yeah, if this was a legitimate signal, the DBZs would be a lot higher, and they're just not. So I don't think that's a tornado there. Latest scan, our main area of rotation, which is back over here, is still a little bit diffuse and weak heading towards Corey and Fabius. Three Rivers still needs to be in their safe spots here in Michigan and Centerville. Let me check to see if that camera has updated yet. Oops. Yeah, it still hasn't updated, it seems like.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued over there in Geneva and Huntston counties, Alabama. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. If you're just now tuning in, we have had a tornado on the ground, but it has officially lifted.
A radar indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
I was told that Missouri has already issued a state of emergency for tornadoes. Really? Seems a little preemptive, but yeah, I guess. All right, latest scan. Looks like our rotation is picking back up again here south and west of Corey, heading towards Fabius. And if you live south and west of Corey and near Fabius, near Three Rivers and Centerville, still need to be in your safe spots. Let me check to make sure I don't have any live cameras near Three Rivers. Nothing near Three Rivers. Unfortunately. Just do not have, let me just check Three Rivers webcam live. Yeah. Not seeing it. And not seeing any webcams in Three Rivers. All right, let's wait for the latest scan, or I think the latest scan has come in. Yeah, still no new debris signature as this moves towards Fabius and Three Rivers. Please continue to be in your safe spot. The storm is still trying to reorganize. Tornado watch has been issued for parts of Oklahoma and Texas until 10 p.m. Okay. We'll check that out. We just got a tornado watch issued. Back over here, that's going to be for Ponca City, Bartlesville, Stillwater, Tulsa, Muskogee, Siloam Springs, Oklahoma City, Norman, back over here into eastern Oklahoma, and then Wichita Falls, Denton, Dallas, Sherman, Paris, and Mount Pleasant over here into parts of Texas. A couple strong tornadoes are possible. Scattered hail of up to tennis ball size, likely. Scattered gust of up to 70 miles per hour is possible. All right, latest scan. Looks like that rotation is actually a little bit stronger here near Fabius. Our storm might be recycling as it approaches Three Rivers. Watch out there in Fabius and Three Rivers are, this thing could be about to drop another tornado. Oh, something popping up. Might be some debris there. Maybe a weak tornado has happened near Fabius. Kind of hard to tell. It's not the best signal. There's your area of diffuse rotation. Maybe a little bit of debris being picked up. That might be a weak tornado that just happened just to the west of Fabius. So much heavy rain north of the tornado. Is it really? Wow. Let me check weather circle to make sure no one's posted up here. Yeah, no one's posted around this form or around this storm. Straight panic. Hang in there, Hannah. Hang in there. Back over in the Texas, Oklahoma area, our storms are starting to intensify. Hang in there. We got storms over there near Jacksboro, north of Alvord, near Ardmore as well, and Toshomingo. They're not fully mature yet, but they are trying to mature. So that is convective initiation officially here. Still waiting on the latest scan back over here near Three Rivers. So there it is. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a debris signature. I'm pretty sure this is back on the ground here, just to the west of Three Rivers. We just wait for that velocity scan to come in. This is in Michigan. Yes, this is in Michigan. Yeah. I mean, there's a velocity couplet there and some debris. I think this is a tornado back on the ground just to the north and east of Fabius, Michigan. Again, if you live in Three Rivers, this is coming pretty much directly towards you. So please be in your safe spots. This storm has likely already produced a strong tornado. It'll probably produce one again. Just checking to see what our storm chasers are up to, what they're looking at. Okay. So they're still not live yet. Yeah, not good. Definitely not good situation over here near Three Rivers. Again, if you live in Three Rivers, make sure that you are in the lowest, most interior portion of your house, as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible, a tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. If you live in a trailer or a mobile home or RV, make sure you are evacuating that immediately and be seeking sturdier shelter, like a building with a brick housing around it. Something brick, something solid. Yeah, still likely a tornadic debris signature here just to the, okay, thankfully. Whew. I thought that was going to be where that next scan would show up, but that is the clear air, thankfully. Still looking like a tornadic debris signature though.
A radar indicated tornado warning has been
Yeah,
issued.
I mean, this is still
for
on the
these
ground.
areas.
Still on the ground here, just south of Broadway. So we just got a new update on our, and they're still saying it's radar indicated, but that is not correct. Yeah. Unfortunately, our storm is getting even stronger
radar indicated
right before it
tornado
comes into
warning
Three
has
Rivers
been
here. If you
issued
live in
for
Three
these
Rivers,
areas.
be in your safe spots. Again, this storm is ramping up again. It's looking like it's trying to produce another strong tornado as it approaches Three Rivers. Again, this is going to come very close to Broadway Road, head very close to the Super 8 by Wyndham and Three Rivers, a Walmart Supercenter, Matt and Mike's, East Broadway Street, Miss B's, Dairy Bar Family Restaurant. If any of those sound familiar to you, this is going to make a very close approach, if not come over your area. Three River High School. You guys need to be in your safe spots out over there. Downtown Three Rivers Municipal, Dr. Haynes Airport as well. All need to be in their safe spots. Not good situation here, folks. Not a good situation at all. You see right there on our map, that is a debris signature. That is indicating that we have pieces of debris that are rising up into the atmosphere. Parts of houses, unfortunately, trees, fences, literally anything that's on the ground is getting lofted. Oh no. This is very bad. Very bad situation out here near Broadway Road, folks. That is a very, yep. We've got likely another strong tornado ongoing here, about to move directly into Three Rivers. Again, I cannot tell you guys enough. You don't need to be driving. You need to be indoors and in this most interior portion of your house, preferably a tornado shelter. This is likely a strong tornado that is about to come through your area. This is going to cause a decent amount of damage. If this stays on the ground as it goes through Three Rivers. Again, we're talking about the Walmart Supercenter, the Mayor, the Applebee's, the Aldi, the Super 8 by Wyndham, Three Rivers. That's very close. Matt and Mike's, Millard Street, US 131, the highway here. Definitely need you guys to be in your safe spots. This is a very bad situation. Very, very bad situation. Oh boy. All right, latest scan has come in. Let's do the latest. We now have a PDS tornado warning, a PDS tornado warning. This is now officially a large and extremely dangerous tornado, which is not surprising given our signature over here near Three Rivers. Oh my gosh. This is not good. We have got a large debris signature inside of Three Rivers right now. Our velocity couplet is back over here. That Walmart Supercenter might have been hit or gotten very close to it. Looks like Matt and Mike's, Millard Street, Sue Silliman House Museum, Carnegie Center for the Arts. We have got a large and extremely dangerous tornado, unfortunately, going directly through the center of Three Rivers. That is not good. All we can do right now is just hope that everybody's in their safe spots. And if you're not in your safe spots by now, it's probably too late there in the Three Rivers area. And we have a very large tornado, unfortunately, going through the Three Rivers area right now as we speak, heading through Matt and Mike's Millard Street. The latest scan now puts our tornado back over here near Carnegie Center of the Arts, Johnson's Cadet Corp, Henry P. Barrows Educational Center, Three Rivers Middle School. Is school in session right now? I hope not. We have the Three Rivers High School and the Three Rivers Middle School are all in the path of this storm. Are all directly in the path. It looks like the middle school might get a direct hit here, and then it's going to come very close to the Three Rivers Municipal Dr. Haynes Airport. Yep, there's our velocity signature. Still a large debris signature ongoing here as our large and extremely dangerous tornado makes its way towards the Three Rivers Municipal Dr. Haynes Airport, where again we are unfortunately seeing a lot of damage, most likely happening here as we have a decently strong velocity couplet and a very large debris signature, indicating that this tornado is very dangerous. Let me just check to make sure we don't have any reports back up over here near Three Rivers. Yeah, no reports on weather circle yet up there near the Three Rivers area. Please read your recent message. Where at? Jeez. This is not good, folks. This is about as bad as it can get. Three Rivers obviously isn't the biggest city, but any city getting a direct impact. You know, if we zoom in here, you can see that there's a lot of businesses, people in this area that are getting greatly affected by this surprise strong tornado. Nobody was probably prepared for this kind of event up here, given the fact that this was just not forecasted very well. Latest scan looks like our tornado might have gone directly over Three Rivers Middle School, East Hoffman Street, State Highway 60, heading towards Three Rivers Municipal Airport. Is it this tornado right now is in southern Michigan? Yeah, very strong, or very obvious debris ball here. Looks like the Three Rivers Municipal Dr. Haynes Airport might be about to take a direct hit from this tornado as it crosses over State Highway 60. Again, if you guys live in this area, you still need to be in your safe spots. Next in line is going to be in between Parkville and Centerville near Fisher's Lake. Near Fisher's Lake, near State Highway, where it intersects Hutton Road, just south of South Fisher's Lake. All of you guys still need to be in your safe spots, preferably underground. Again, this is a large and extremely dangerous tornado that is currently still in progress as this moves, unfortunately, through the southern Michigan area. I mean, this is about as bad as it can get, because unfortunately this is not something that folks around here thought was going to happen today. It's not something I thought was going to happen today, and I can tell you right now, nobody thought, you know, yeah, but we thought maybe some tornadoes would be possible going into Saturday morning, but this a lone supercell producing a strong and large and extremely dangerous tornado was not forecasted today whatsoever by anybody out there. So this is extremely bad situation. Nobody out here was expecting a storm like this to be able to happen, and let alone happen to them in Three Rivers. So a lot of people are getting caught off guard with this. You know, I'm sure folks out there, if I lived out there, I'd be like, is this a prank? Why is there a tornado siren happening? That's probably what a lot of people were thinking as this happened. But it has gotten very serious, very fast over here now, as our tornado is still on the ground, still looking large and dangerous here on radar as it goes through the Three River Municipal Airport, heading into State Highway 60 now. And again, if you live just east of Highway 60 near Frank Jones Road and Leland Road, over there near Covered Bridge Park and Paul Point? Was that Point? Yeah, Paul Point Park and St. Joseph River. You guys need to be continuing to shelter in place as this tornado is still strong and it's still ongoing. Spotters reported a multi-vortex tornado with houses damaged and power lines down. Could it be an EF5? Most, I don't think it's that caliber, but I mean, we're talking definitely above an EF2. There's definitely going to be a lot of damage with this storm. Let me check to see if we have any new updates on this Three Rivers tornado. It sucks.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
I'm not seeing any news out here. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll, in between radar scans, we'll keep doing it. Keep looking. Yep, still looks like we have a large tornado still in progress over here near State Highway 60, near St. Joseph River. Next in line is going to be over there near Holton Road. And after that, in between Center and Parkville, some larger hails going through Parkville right now. Yeah, still a large debris signature here just to the east of the airport here near the Three Rivers International Airport. Yeah, the only video I've been able to see of this storm is this one. Trajectory is probably going to come pretty close to Mendon and Leonidas within the next 15 to 20, 30 minutes over there. So I would definitely continue to be monitoring this storm. It is likely we will see this tornado warning expand off to your guys' area. Okay, our storm chasers should be going live in our main storm zone, waiting on Tornado Pagey. It looks like CJ did push his stream back. The highest peak velocity was in the town. That's not good. Yeah, just a tragic situation and probably unfolding as we speak. There's a lot of people that were probably at work thinking the storms are going to come later. Potentially tomorrow morning was when folks were expecting storms that could maybe be tornadic. Not today in the afternoon. There was probably people at work. You know, if school is in session up here, people were probably at school when this happened, really worried about the Three Rivers High School and the Three Rivers Middle School, as it looked like that tornado either made a direct hit on one of these areas or you know, yeah, went very close to it. All right, latest scan looks like our velocity is starting to broaden out a bit, but we still have a large debris signature still ongoing with our storm. You can also see we are starting to see a lot of debris start to spread out. Debris could be falling out of the sky near Parkville and Mendon, Michigan. It's tragic. Yeah, it is. It is very bad. This is not, yeah, I mean, this is just, there's something happening that is making these storms. All right, here is a picture of a picture of the tornado as it went through Three Rivers. Looks like it was a cone tornado. Okay, here's a zoomed in version of that picture. All right, I do want to check back in our main area here where we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now going on over here near Mill Creek. Not a whole lot of rotation. These storms are still relatively weak, but 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour is going to be possible over there near Mill Creek. If you live in that area, just make sure that you are indoors and away from windows.
A large and extremely dangerous tornado has been spotted in these areas. Please take shelter immediately and head underground if possible. Yeah, it looks like we still have a tornado ongoing here just south of Parkville.
Still a decent debris signature being picked up by our radar here just north of Centerville. Now moving over Covered Bridge Road and approaching North England Road. Will likely, I think that warning is extended it. Yeah, it did. So they have extended this PDS tornado warning over here near Mendon and Leonidas. If you guys live in this area, do make sure that you are in your safe spots. Again, this storm has a history of producing a large and extremely dangerous tornado. This is likely not on the, not as strong as it was earlier, but it's still very well a tornado in progress. So don't let your guard down over there in Mendon and Leonidas. Please continue to be in your safe spots. No picture. Yeah, we do have pictures of it. I have been sending them in chat. Even a horizontal vortex, I think, in that picture. Such a weird couple of days it has been, man. I just don't understand. Where the frick this storm came from. Yeah, latest scan still appears like we have some debris ongoing just north of England Road. So very likely this tornado is still on the ground as it still kind of tracks off to the east. It's been going pretty much directly east for a pretty long time now, since the Three Rivers Municipal Airport. And we are still seeing that debris signature pop up right over here near St. Joseph Rivers, just to the south of there, and still heading towards North England Road. And if you live in Mendon and Leonidas, this is a dangerous situation. Make sure that you are taking this storm very seriously, as it could very well try to. Okay, looks like it could very well reorganize into a stronger tornado again. The wind shear is pretty strong over there. Okay, looks like Tornado Pagey is in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Let me just get this set up very quickly here. Gotta exit out of their chat. Speed, size, damage. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up Broadcastify for this area. What county is this? St. Joseph County.
I earned my degree online at.
We gotta wait for that ad to play, but as this comes in, it will start to tell us what has happened out over there. Our latest scan still indicating some rotation there, and still potentially some debris being lofted over here just to the north and west of Wasepi.
It makes me extremely proud and have.
Hard to believe. Could Lake Michigan could have spiced the storm up? Maybe. That's an interesting theory. Maybe there's like a lake boundary, potentially, like a lake boundary out over here that that has allowed this storm just enough subtle forcing for the storm to initiate up here. All right, we're listening to the scanners now. Yeah, there's a tornado watch down over here in Texas. Storms are starting to get going. In the DFW area, there's a couple storms trying to pop up. They're struggling right now. This storm back over here. Still seems to be trying to organize near Mill Creek, but storms like this that are popping up, like over here near Wynwood, Paul's.
If you could, can you try to contact fire? You've been open up some lanes of access. I might just whip it around. I haven't people come collect the cars now.
I couldn't understand what he was saying there. But yeah, you know, the storms like this could become severe and eventually could become strongly tornadic as the environment out over here is subtly improving, but subtly but noticeably improving.
Central 614, just be advised, the 200 block of South Main is completely level. Power line
200 blocks southeast is completely level.
Buildings down here.
And power lines and trees on buildings is the report. Hey, we are getting
You can still see the phone bouncing up and down. More east and direct, and then
getting reports of damage out of Edwardsburg, Missouri, or Michigan.
You said it's not punching down heading east for Mendon still, or in the direction of Mendon?
Yeah, it looks like a roof completely destroyed.
yeah, bouncing up and down as you.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued over here near Fulton and Gardens Corner. That's going to be 1.75 inch hail.
I'm still coming down 131 from the north. He was in London.
Do any of the mods want to... You are not home currently? Are there's no other mods in chat? Oh, there isn't. Well. Oh, RG5 is here. Yeah, latest scan here. Looks like our rotation has actually gotten a lot weaker here south of Mendon. I think we're seeing debris falling out of the sky. A tornado might not be on the ground anymore. As of our latest scan, it looks like our storm is starting to lose some intensity. How do you become a mod? It just depends. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'll help you mod. I'll keep my eye on the chat. Help. You'll be a mod? Yeah, that's all right. I got it. Me and Help got it. How do you join the Discord? Let me get that up. Copy. There. Discord is in the chat. All right, let me see if we have any other reports here on Weather Circle. Do you work with Storm Chaser Ben Richmond? I do not. I do not work with him. I saw a post from him online. But I do not work with him, no. A latest scan has come in here. A little interesting signal right here near Mendon. That doesn't seem like a legitimate signal there. Let me check from another radar. Yeah, this radar is not showing it, so that's not legitimate there. No tornado on the ground. It's recycling. Yeah, it's likely recycling right now. Either that or dying. Hopefully dying. But if you live in Mendon and Leonidas, I wouldn't let your guard down. Is there a way to integrate Weather Circle into your Discord as like an extension or something? Probably not. I'm not sure if Discord will even allow that. You've been a mod before. It's not too bad. Yeah. Usually we have more mods in. I don't know where all of our other mods are. Oh no. Let me see. Let me try new reports on Facebook Live. I don't think I have a Facebook. Yeah, I don't have Facebook. Yeah, if anybody is in and around the area out here, by the way, you can go live on weathercircle.app. If you like live in the Three Rivers area and you have anything to report, you can definitely go live on our app or post photos or videos out over here. If you do live in the Three Rivers area, we will be able to report it on weathercircle.app if you come on over. All right, latest scan on our storm rotation. Our storm is still definitely recycling here. I'm not seeing a new debris signature. Definitely still a decent hail core on this storm, again with that golf ball sized hail being possible just north of Leonidas. There is some Facebook lives. Well, I don't have a Facebook account. Let me see if I ever signed up one with my regular email. I remember having like just an account I never used. Surprised people still use Facebook. Tornado watch extended into Iowa.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, they have issued a new tornado watch. Let me get the official graphic for that. Here's our new graphic. We do have a couple strong tornadoes possible, scattered hail of up to 2-inch size, likely, and scattered gusts of up to 70 miles per hour possible. Back over there near Ames, Carroll, Fort Dodge, Des Moines, Lincoln, Maryville, Beatrice, St. Joseph, Manhattan, Salina, and McPherson here in Kansas, Nebraska, parts of Missouri, and Iowa. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the storm. The Menards took a direct hit. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, looks like we're getting more severe thunderstorm warnings back over here. Back over here near Winewood and Pauls Valley and Stratford. Our storms are still trying to mature. This one actually is developing a little bit of rotation already as well, just to the north and west of Glenn. Again, these are the cells that could potentially produce a strong tornado today, just to the south and west of Oklahoma City. There's even a storm developing over just south of Moore, Oklahoma as well, that we're gonna have to keep an eye on. Again, our open warm sector is pretty much all the way throughout this area. Any storm that fires and can mature, the shear environment should support the ability for these storms to produce strong tornadoes down here. So that's why this tornado watch is out there. And eventually these storms will move into northwestern Arkansas and Missouri as well. Come check back in on our Michigan tornado. Yeah, latest scan, still not showing any strong rotation here. And no new debris ball. So, but if you live in Leonidas, I would still be in your safe spots. It looks like they have downgraded this officially now to radar indicated.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Crazy.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
One trying to rotate is heading towards you. Yeah, just, you know, keep your eye on it. It does look like this storm is starting to shrivel up a little bit. And that's the latest out there. Let me tune in here just briefly to Pagey Tornado and see what they're talking about doing here, if we can get any indication. Yeah, not hearing anything from them. Let me also check to see some of our other storm chasers like PA Storm Trackers, who should be out there and live. They are. We're near Blackwell, Oklahoma. Put them here. Do you have to use OBS to stream, or can you use anything that can send an RTPM? It has to have a virtual camera to be able to stream. So likely would have to use like literally anything that has a virtual camera. And that can also send an RTPM or an SRT to the app. Yeah, still waiting on the latest scans down here. Let's come check back over here in Michigan. Yeah, over here near Leonidas, our storm is still pretty weak here. Pretty weak there with the rotation near the mesocyclone. So that's great news. Our storm is still continuing to fall apart over here south and west of Athens, Michigan. And thank you, Darren Vanden, for the 10 euros. I appreciate that. He says, thank you for your efforts and for the acknowledging global warming, educating about it, arguing with science. That's 2% marginal tornado. Michigan could sadly just be another example, couldn't it? I don't know. It's hard to link any small scale event to global warming in Pacific. But there is definitely something that's happening with our models that is throwing them off. And that could be linked to global warming.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued out over here near Athens and Albion, over here into Michigan. But yeah, thank you so much, Darian, for that $10. That is a huge help out of the channel. And just a quick reminder to folks, if you are thinking about donating, please donate to our Venmo and Cash app. We get those donations immediately in the bank, and we get 100% of it. On YouTube, it's only 70%. And that funds our channel pretty much completely, all of our bills and everything like that. Yeah, still watching this supercell back over here south of Wynwood. Still looking pretty interesting near Paul's Valley, these couple of supercells. We also got a lot of storms firing as well over here near Norman, Slaughterville, Pink, and Shawnee. Unfortunately, folks, this is not what we want to see out in this area. A bunch of supercells firing, and they're all they're all mostly discrete supercells. This is looking like a very bad scenario back over here near Purcell, Norman, Shawnee, Bing, Ada, if these storms continue to intensify and mature. check back over here near Dallas just to make sure none of these storms are maturing yet. They are not. We still have some storms over there near Jacksboro, Bowie, and Montague or Montague. Sent you videos in the DMs.
Tell me if I need to dodge something on motion cars.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we just got a video in here of the tornado moving through the Three Rivers area. Showing potentially multi-vortex tornado went through the area. Not good. Thank you for sharing that. And it does sound like the middle school and the high school might have been directly impacted. Let's check back over here. Like this tornado warning is going to expire in 4 minutes. And unless we get any new rotation develop, probably not going to see that tornado warning get extended here, but we'll continue to keep an eye on it there for Athens and Union City as we progress here throughout the day. Okay, looks like we're getting some more posts over here. Michikat says east side of Lower Michigan. Okay, thank you for letting us know. Want to hop on Scan or Radio? Absolutely. If you want to hop on Scan or Radio, let us know and report to us. I'll be watching here in Weather Circle. What in the heck is going on with our polygons? That is not supposed to be like that.
A radar indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
Okay. Looks like there is some glitches on one of our polygons, and I don't know what's causing that. They did just extend this tornado warning further off to the east here, now towards Sherwood and Union City, Michigan. Wish you could help me out. Yeah, you're fine. All right, let's listen into PA storm trackers really quick and see if they are talking about their plan right now.
And then she's like, "That's me." She was on the chat. I knew I thought she was Mary. Timmy's like, "That's her. She's right."
Okay, they are not talking about the storms. All right, give me a second, guys. I need to use the restroom really quick. Okay. Coming out of Old Holdenville, Oklahoma. We'll send a picture in a second, but it looks eerie. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. So grab some salad fixings for lunch. I'll be making that while I stream. We can get some food in us, some lunch. Menard's roof collapsed in. Check DMs. Okay. Oh my. Oh yeah, we got a lot of posts in here. Okay, so this is out of some damage out of the Three Rivers area. It's like some stronger looking homes were impacted from this tornado. Like we got a video here of the Three Rivers tornado from Nick Kritz. As it was unfortunately going through the city. Not good. And we also got a closer view of that house that was impacted. Here. EF5 or EF4? No. It's looking at least like a strong tornado though. And we have reports of people being trapped in Menards. There's a collapse of what looks like a warehouse. Yeah, Menards. Is that a shopping center? Oh, it's a shopping center. Yeah, Menards in Three Rivers has also been impacted. Yeah, not a good situation, folks. It's like a Lowe's. Oh, okay. All right, let me check our latest scan on this storm here. Yeah, still not seeing any strong rotation redevelop back onto this storm, but you can definitely tell there is a decent area here of inflow still coming into our storm right there. The storm still got a pretty strong inflow. Ah. Let's come back over here and check on our latest scans.
A severe thunderstorm.
A little area of rotation is developing near this storm near Pauls Valley. And then just south and west of Waynewood, Oklahoma, another area of rotation is down there. We are going to continue to keep an eye on all of that. We also got another severe thunderstorm warning back over here near Mill Creek and Connorville. This storm has 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on it. Don't know why this is all messed up here. Like the only severe thunderstorm warning that's messed up. And it was just a small momentary glitch. You show everyone here the pictures? No, I posted them in chat. I can't show the pictures, unfortunately, because they're all copyrighted. Is there a tornado warning in Missouri right now? No, there is not. There's a tornado warning in Michigan. Just to the south of Union City. Sorry if you hear some lettuce making noises in the background. But your boy's got to eat something. I'm hungry. We've got everything chopped kit. It's got a post over here from Jelkins. This is in Bartlesville. They're posting saying that it's looking eerie out there.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Like they had just allowed this one to expire. That's what that little alert was for. it's going to be an outbreak. It does seem at the very least that today could be an outbreak. If those storms keep on maturing like they are over here in Oklahoma, could very well be a bad day. Still don't understand what happened to this little warning over here. It's supposed to be back over there near Wynwood. What are you doing, Chazzy? We're flooding here in Chicago. Oh no. A lot of weather covering a large different distance. Yeah. We've got a lot of storms firing in here. Our only hope is if we get too much convection or too much forcing. That puts some of these storms in their place, but unfortunately, it does seem like we still have discrete storms, especially back over there near Paul's Valley, that are trying to mature. You can see this one's actually developing a supercellular shape to it right now over there near the Paul's Valley area. And this is a severe thunderstorm warning for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's heading up towards Stratford right now. And everybody in this area where these storms are starting to fire definitely need to be super weather aware, as these storms definitely have the potential to cause a tornado, and potentially a intense tornado, maybe even a long track tornado could be possible down there.
Severe thunderstorm
in the Oklahoma region
has been issued for these areas.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued out over here into Florida. So watch out there. Gonna be for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Got a couple of storms ongoing back over here in the southeast, over there into parts of Florida, near Atlanta, back over here just to the south and west of Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. Are there any that aren't copyrighted? Not sure. Not that I can share. That's why we have weathercircle.app. So that folks that actually take photos can post it there, or videos, but unfortunately we just don't have enough people on there yet to get like tons of reports to come in. But we got a lot of people that live in this area.
A radar indicated tornado warning has been issued for these areas.
Looks like they just issued a tornado warning back over here near Tecumseh and Homer. What just happened to the radar? What in the heck? That was weird. Never happened before. Another little bug that needs to be watched out for. Yeah, it looks like there's a new area of rotation that is developing on our storm right now. Just to the west of Union City. Maybe even some debris popping up there. Let me check on, go back over here to WeatherWise. Yeah, we got a new tornado on the ground about to head into Union City right now. If you live in Union City, Michigan, watch out. This is potentially another strong tornado ongoing here just to the west of Union City. If you live in Union City, make sure that you are in your safe spots back over there in Burlington and Tecumseh as well. This storm is still trying. This is probably going to be a long track supercell, because it's not really, it's been showing some signs of weakness lately, but it is still continuing to produce tornadoes. It's already been a long track supercell, but it'll probably just keep going here until it runs out of that instability.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Yeah, if you're just now tuning in, we have a new tornado on the ground over here near Union City, Burlington, Tecumseh, and heading towards Homer and Eckford. Yeah, I just saw the CC. I know it's really deep. Yeah, definitely an area of some pretty decent rotation moving into the Union City area right now with a large debris signature could end up getting another PDS tornado warning here if this rotation continues to intensify. Let me just double check to make sure we don't have any cameras near Taconcha. We have one south of Coldwater. It doesn't seem to be working. We have one north of Taconcha. It doesn't also seem to be working.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
New severe thunderstorm warning back over here near Asher and Tecumseh. If you guys live in Asher and Tecumseh, this storm is capable of producing 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds near your guys' area. So make sure that you guys are indoors and away from windows. It seems like our storms back over here are a little bit clustered, but they are starting to rotate a tad here. We're still keeping an eye on them, still in the beginning stages of their life cycle, but eventually they could end up producing a strong tornado later on today. All right, latest scan has just come in. We are now seeing a very large debris signature here just north of Union City, heading over State Highway 60 into 11 Mile Road. If you live near Burlington and Tecumseh, Homer, and Eckford, we have yet another potentially large and extremely dangerous tornado in progress. Check your weather report. You have a tornado report you made. Let me check it out. Can't send a picture because they're not a paid membership on the app. Kind of broke, but a couple of minutes ago. Okay. All right. Thank you for that report. All right. Back over here. Still waiting on our latest scans to come in. Yeah, still looking like we have a large debris signature. This is unfortunately probably going to go right over northern Union City. If you live near State Highway 60 and 8 Mile Road near State Highway 40, I would continue to be seeking shelter. This is a potentially a large and extremely dangerous tornado in progress here, approaching Burlington and Tecumseh, or Tecumseh. I think that's how you say it. I'm not saying it right. As someone that lives in Tulsa, you miss the West Coast. Yeah, not as many tornadoes over there. That is for sure. You have to worry about tsunamis, but those don't happen very often. All right, I'm still trying to multitask here and continue to make this salad slowly but surely. You're saying it's wide, multi-vortex, violent tornado. Uh-oh. That is not good. As per scanner, the tornado is still down and is a big cone tornado here near Union City. So likely a strong tornado in progress here.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for
still
these
waiting on our
areas.
latest scans to come in. Our latest correlation coefficient that was just west of Union City is still barreling very close to the Union City area, if not just went through the northern portion of the Union City area. We don't have our latest CC scan for some reason. Hey, thank you, Shadow Knight, for subscribing. Thank you so much. How is this not PDS? The velocities aren't super intense on it, but it's definitely picking up a lot of debris. That's probably why they haven't. Usually they determine PDS via the radar view or by on the ground reports. We are getting reports that, you know, this could be a large multi-vortex tornado, but I'm not sure if that has made it into the NWS or not. I'm gonna grab a fort very quickly. Hold on. I'm back. Oop. Well, that we are back. Latest scan is now in, and it looks like we are getting an update to our tornado warning. They are now saying that this is on the ground, but we already knew that. Back over here near Burlington, still a lot of debris being flung out from the storm. Just to the south and west of Burlington. Again, if you live in Burlington, Michigan, you still need to be in your safe spots. This is rapidly approaching Highway 69. So if you live near the Highway 69 area, you definitely want to be in your safe spots as the storm comes close to you. And that's the lowest, most interior portion of your house. As many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that is underground. Was just going off the debris ball on the chaser. I mean, it very well still could be on the ground. Sometimes the velocity doesn't tell the whole story, especially when we're farther away from the radar. Did you pick up the tornado in Union? Is that on Weather Circle? I wonder if I can do something here. Let me do this. And can I make this small and just have... this maybe? I cannot. But as best as I can do.
A radar
new tornado warning has been a tornado warning has been updated back over here near Burlington into Concha. Looks like they're putting it back to radar indicated. Status: flying debris will be a danger. Oh, that's not right. It is observed. I don't know what's going on with my warning program. I switched to a new warning source yesterday, and we're still having issues with it. Still having issues. All right, let's go check the latest scan. Now, rotation is definitely weaker, but there is still some debris falling out of this area, and there is still some debris indicated near where the center of that velocity couplet is. So I am still thinking that this has a chance of being like a roped out tornado, or is lifted off the ground. But if you live in Burlington and Tecumseh, Clarendon, Eckford, Homer, and Albion here in Michigan, I would still be in your safe spots. The storm could easily recycle again and potentially drop another tornado. So you definitely want to be taking that storm very seriously. Also, back over here in Illinois, we do have some severe thunderstorms starting to kick off over here near Delavon, Hopedale, Middletown, just to the west of Lincoln. It's going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds back over there, and then further down to the south here near Oklahoma City, near Stratford. We are starting to see a little bit stronger rotation south and east of Rosedale as our storms interact with each other. We've got a storm coming into its south. That's probably going to push up into that inflow, but that could also be like a little nudger thing happening there over near Elmore City and Tidums. We are watching these storms starting to get a little bit stronger to the southeast of Oklahoma City and just north of Slaughterville. We have a couple of storms ongoing that still need to be watched. Those could eventually try to become tornadic, and the ones off to the east near Shawnee as well. Back over here near McAllister, we have a couple of storms near Colgate, Wetumpka, and McAllister. Those storms are not quite maturing just yet, but still need to be keeping an eye on that. And then back over in the Fort Worth and Dallas area, good news for you guys. Those storms still haven't gotten mature just yet, and we're starting to see our cold front start to convect a little bit more over here near Wilson, Lincoln, Delphos, and Minneapolis. That is the latest out there for all of our storms. We'll come over here and look at these storms for just a little bit as we get our latest scans in. Yeah, that rotation is trying to intensify as of our latest velocity scan. That is in the inflow, but I'm sure there's a little low precipitation mesocyclone somewhere in between Paoli and Bayers, Oklahoma. YouTube studio just crashed. Fix that. Sent me a photo of the tornado via DM. Okay. Seen that state of emergency has been issued for St. Joseph County, Michigan. State of emergency declared in St. Joseph County, Michigan after a large wet tornado touched down near Three Rivers. People trapped in their houses with active gas leaks, lots of roof and structural damage. Thank you for sharing that.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Out of the Three Rivers area in Michigan. And apparently we might have a photo of the tornado that's happening near the Union City area of Michigan. Was potentially a large cone tornado. Our latest radar scans, though, are indicating that our tornado has officially lifted off of the ground, but it is still heading over towards 69.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued
or Interstate
for these
69, about to move just to the north of Tecumseh. Oh yeah, wow.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for these areas.
Violent tornado near Union City. Yeah, this one was a large and potentially almost violent cone tornado. Posting that video into the chat. I'm also retweeting it on my Twitter. That is, yeah, a crazy storm. It's gonna be a long night. Yeah, it definitely will be. Hey, please don't post other people's stuff in Weather Circle. That will be subject to ban. I'm near Albion, Michigan. Not for rebroadcast, but if you still want to watch it on the side, I'll watch it on the side. Albion's up here. I'll keep an eye on it. Right now, it's just raining near it. Dude, this salad is so good. Holy moly. Tulsa could probably expect storms to start building within the next 2 or 3 hours. These storms are eventually going to be making it up there. They are struggling to mature right now, but we are seeing little hints of rotation. It is taking them a while to mature. Our growth is definitely not explosive out here. Freaking warnings. I don't understand why they're coming in so weird on Weather Circle. Just didn't have enough time to finish updating that before I had to go stream today. Let me see if CJ is live yet. He should be live in 5 minutes. Check over here with Tornado Page. Yeah, I do want to see where they're at. They're near Fairfax, Oklahoma, just to the north of our storms. They're probably making their way down south if I had to guess. Check on PA Storm Tractor. There's still no Blackwell, Oklahoma. Not sure if them taking a while is good or bad for you. What do you mean? Tornado look unreal? Yeah. That video is a bad one? Yeah, it is. I mean, that was definitely a large and extremely dangerous tornado. Close to a wedge, but it was more of like a wide, very wide cone. If that makes any sense.
Wow, this is really open here. Beautiful.
Someone's audio on.
Hello, Levine. Welcome.
We got a tornado right in front of my salad. The storm is wanting to rotate, but right now it's ingesting this storm right now. So it might need to clear out that storm merger before it actually starts to rotate actually strongly. But back over here near Shawnee, also seeing a couple of bean shapes back over here that could indicate that we have some supercells trying to happen, but they are currently it's a little bit of a traffic jam out over there where these storms are near Stratford, Halls Valley, and just to the west of Wynwood there. So back up here and check on our Michigan tornado warning. Yeah, latest scan, still not seeing a debris signature there. Still technically observed, but I do believe that we can. I do believe that we can declare that that's not on the ground anymore. If they start going crazy near Tulsa, I'll have a real risk of being in trouble. It is possible, yeah. I mean, these storms are definitely ones to watch for. This is the area that we're going to be most concerned about throughout the day. Like any one of these cells that can become mature and surface based and, you know, not be like a convoluted mess is going to have that potential to produce a strong tornado today, unfortunately. So the sheer environment, pretty much everything in our atmosphere is primed and ready to go right now. The fact that we have storms here was the big question mark for today, but they're there. So it definitely looks like a dangerous day ahead, especially back over here in the eastern Oklahoma area. Think you're going to be safe near Pawnee. A lot of the storms are firing to yourself. You're definitely probably going to still get the cold front that sinks down, which could have a little bit of a tornado threat associated with it as well. We have an Asian chopped salad kit, but I got a Taylor Farms everything chopped kit that I'm eating right now. Very good. Add a little bit of raspberry vinaigrette and cheese to that, and you've got yourself a salad. Very, very good. I'm enjoying it very much. Is it better than my chicken and rice? No. But is it edible? Yeah. Is it healthy? A little bit. Probably not super healthy with all the dressing I added, but still. It's healthier than less salt than my other thing I usually eat. Oh yeah, a lot of these storms are trying to become supercells right now. Had no idea anything crazy was going on. Yeah, it just kind of popped off randomly. I'm not gonna lie. Especially up there in Michigan. I mean, no one expected that. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Is that real? I don't know if this is a real video. I'm not gonna share it, but we'll bookmark it. Show it? I can't. I'm not sure if it's a real video. Oh no. Well, Weatherwise is officially copied us. You can now go live on Weatherwise. Not sure how I feel about that. That's not a great way. I'm just going to ignore it. until later when we have more time to think about it. Made me just a tad depressed, though. I did notice that. Can't do anything unique anymore without some big dog just coming in and stealing it so they can make a shit ton of money off of it while you don't get anything. Really cool. I actually really love that about America. Now he'll get all the credit for it. Mm-hmm. Cool. Super cool.